I've worked around the world in Latin America, Asia, the Middle East, Africa. And, I don't have statistics to share with you, but I strongly believe that, per capita, the U.S. Virgin Islands, the Caribbean as a whole, we have the most talented, creative people per capita, in the world. What I love about my work is the ability to see people, particularly women who I've worked mostly with in over 20 countries around the world, to see themselves in me and the work that, I'm doing and my organization is doing, and, to have that encourage them to be leaders in their lives. Like, for instance, in Afghanistan, I remember doing work there and having the staff say to me, "Oh, Dr. Pat, today you have shown us that women have power." And so they begin to believe that they too can have power and can make a difference in their lives and the lives of others in their country. And I became a single parent at 19. And I think that it made me more focused, more determined, because I took my responsibility as a parent, very seriously. And I used to work for an organization called Women for Women International. And one of our mottos was that strong women build strong nations. I think, for me, it was the fact that I was a strong mother that I became a strong woman, and I was able to work, in a field where I also get to help women to dig in deep inside of themselves and pull out their own power. In the U.S. Virgin Islands in St. Croix, we have a very strong her story, right? Of strong, independent, vocal women, who have been advocates, for themselves and for others in their community. For instance, to 3 queens during the labor riots, that really marched and led the fire bun, if you will, on St. Croix, really advocating for fair wages for, sugarcane laborers. We learned our history very early in school in the Virgin Islands. And so we know that we come from these strong people and these strong women, and as a result, wherever we go, we bring that with us. If anyone tells you you're not important, you're not good enough, don't listen to them. They're lying, because you are important, you are creative, you are extraordinary. We need you, and I, for one, can't wait to see how the world is going to change for the better. The more young people, and particularly young Caribbean women, go out there in our communities and make a difference, because you will, and it will be extraordinary.